Good morning, first teachers. Today we're going to continue our series in literacy, and we're going to be focusing today on how to help your child read. So we have a few simple steps. The first thing we need to make sure is that you understand as a first teacher what is the difference between a vowel and a consonant, which makes up all the letters of the alphabet. So our vowels are A, which is the sound or phoneme of A, E, which is the phoneme of E, I, which is the phoneme of E, O, which is the phoneme of R, and U, which is the phoneme of A. Everything else is a consonant, and that makes up the 26 letters or 26 sounds of the simplest part of the alphabet. So the second thing that we have to understand is the difference between a phoneme and a grapheme. So a phoneme is the simplest sound. For example, if you're making the word cat, the simplest sound is k as an individual phoneme. The simplest sound is A as an individual phoneme and T as an individual phoneme. But the grapheme, which is the symbol of what it is that you are sounding, is the letter C, the letter A, and the letter T. So that is very important to match the sound to the symbol. So the third thing that we have to understand is that phonemes can be simple or they can be complex. So we've already spoken about the simplest forms, the individual simplest sounds in a word, but understanding the more complex forms takes on a few different personas. So the first thing that we teach in our school is a double consonant blend. So a blend is where you can hear two sounds together that make a new sound, but you can still hear the individual sounds. So for example, the word break has a double consonant blend with a B and an R, b-r, and you're putting them together and you can hear the word break, break. So you can almost hear the two sounds individually. The second thing we have is what we call a digraph, and a digraph can have also 2, 3 sounds put together, but when you say them, they almost make an individual sound. So for example, if you're hearing the word splat, SPL is your digraph, and if you're hearing it, you can hear the word splat without hearing the individual sounds. You don't hear splatter, so you're actually hearing the 3 sounds together. The third way that we blend letters or we make complex sounds is by using diphthongs. Now diphthongs are taking vowels, so for example O and O are R. When they're joined together, they make the new sound, and the new sound is M. If you're taking 2 sounds together like E and E, they can be joined together to make a new sound, E. So that is how we join sounds. The last thing that we have to understand is that there's lots of different ways of teaching sounds, lots of different formats of teaching it. We actually use Jolly Phonics in our school, but there are so many different ways. Different companies use different ways of teaching sounds, so you're going to be learning them in a different sequence. Jolly Phonics is good because they have an auditory sound, they have a visual, and they have a kinesthetic movement attached to every single sound. That's for simple and for complex sounds, which is really good for second language learners, additional language learners, and that is the reason why we use it in our nursery. So we hope that helps you with the very basics. Stay tuned, we're going to be talking about the actual sounds in our next part of the series. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, bye.